Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the 27th episode of Hell's Newsletter. I could have that number wrong, but it's close is all I know. Today we're here with Oof and our new friend Obi. Uh,
Hello.
I just blanked on everything I was gonna say.
It's been we've had to switch worlds twice now. It's been the usual adventurous time getting the podcast set up here in VR chat.
As always, it's glorious.
But today we have our friend here, Obi.
Yes.
Who we technically already recorded an episode for.
We did, and I will admit, 100% my fault. Audio screw up.
And it's all good. It's all good. I was about to say I talked about it a tiny bit in the last episode, but I didn't really get into the details, of course.
Basic details, I switched some settings on my recorder, and it removed the audio tracks that I use for recordings. And we got a full video of just us sitting there.
Yep.
I wish I was kidding. It was so bad. I scrolled through the whole thing, so I was just seeing like there was an audio mix-up in certain parts. So I just pretty much watched an hour of us just
Essentially.
just that. It was so bad. But no, it was entertaining. But yes, Obi here is a streamer as well as works with a creator company called Eklipse.
Yes.
First of all, how long have you been a streamer?
So I've been streaming now. Actually, now I can't believe we're in 2023 already. It's hard to.
It's crazy.
Right. So I actually started right when 2021 started. Or no, sorry, 2020, because that was in the pandemic, right? March
Right.
2020. Everyone locked
Kinda
down.
got
Everything
inside,
shut down.
I had started streaming like right before the pandemic. I was just getting into it, just learning the ropes. But then once the pandemic hit, then growth kind of took off from there. And I feel like there was just so many new people that were in the same situation. They weren't working. They were trying to figure out different avenues to make money, to stream their gameplay, to meet new people. Just trying to, it really changed the world, the pandemic, and how we interact.
It did.
I mean,
It forced
yeah.
everything digitally for a while.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And that's how I got my start as a streamer, and became affiliated not too much longer after that, and just growing and building my community. And now we got a pretty nice streamer community. We do competitive, casual gameplay, a lot of Call of Duty and other.
Of course.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I was about to say, what motivated you to get into streaming? I know, like the pandemic happened. You obviously wanted to connect with other people, but what was kind of that striving force to keep you going?
Well, I think back actually before streaming, I was a nurse. That was my career field, and I used to be a teacher as well. So I had like this
Right.
background of working with people. I loved people and engaging with them and learning more about them, that kind of thing. And so it translated well into a streamer, because then people come, they're looking for relationship building, community building. They want to know who you are and get to know new people, and it just worked. It was a nice different thing for me to get into. I love technology, I love video games, and then the added benefit of being a streamer and interacting with new people. It was just a lot of fun. I'm glad I started it. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Community building is always like one of the best parts about it, like I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I was about to say that's why I really wanted to get back into streaming this year. I made a commitment this year to finally, do consistently streaming, which
Was it
I
once a
haven't
week?
streamed Yeah, it's once a week, which I haven't streamed yet this week, but I'm probably gonna end up doing it later. So
I mean, that makes two of us. I can't use a mouse, so
yeah, that's kind of my issue is.
Oh yeah.
for context to everybody listening, I mentioned this in the last podcast, but I only said I injured my arm because I hadn't been to the hospital yet. I have a soft tissue injury in my shoulder and I fractured my wrist. So I wish I was kidding. I have a cast on my entire forearm right now.
Yeah, and I was about to say I don't think I mentioned this in the last episode. I might have mentioned that I've hurt my finger in the last episode, but I didn't realize how bad it was. I completely fractured a bone in my finger, in my pinky. So
This is how in sync we are as hosts.
yeah.
When one gets hurt, so does the other.
What is the other? You got to match it. Which arm is it actually?
Right arm.
Of course it is.
Same for
can
you.
see your right arm. It looks like you're like scared of us, and you're just tighten tight
Mine?
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, looks like
Yeah.
you're just staying
I
really
was just
tight.
like hiding my arm.
Yeah.
And these
I was
two
about to
jumped me
say,
earlier. This was not.
You-
These two jumped me earlier. That's what caused my arm fracture.
You can't even see my fingers moving because I'm only holding it with the
Yeah.
controller with 3 fingers, so I can't I barely hold down on the.
I mean, what I can do. I now have one hand, so this is what I can do at least.
Man, it's a
But-
hand track. Wait, how would hand tracking work if 2 of my fingers are together?
I have no idea.
How does that work?
Oh, maybe you have one big finger. I think.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it just morphs your hand.
Just morphs your finger.
Just morphs your fingers together.
That would
Oh.
be amazing.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I was playing
Well-
with my fingers, and then all of a sudden these two guns come out, or whatever.
some avatars in VR chat actually do have some special features. It looks like he just has
Oh.
some blades for it.
He got weapons. Oh boy.
Well,
Now
if
he
your
has
finger
weapons.
hurts on your arm.
Well,
I was about to say
Make
this
it
isn't. I will say this isn't the first time that our guest has pulled out a weapon. So
no, it's not. I mean, I've also mistakenly done that. Remember when I had that avatar when I clicked the button and it pulled out a gun? I just shot. This happened very early on, but I had an avatar that if you pressed a button, it pulled out a gun and immediately shot. So I did that and I shot in the direction of the camera by mistake.
It's literally we were shooting the audience. And it's
Yeah, no,
oh,
so-
God.
If we had a legitimate camera crew, we would have lost one.
Yeah, God.
That would have been great. No, it wouldn't. But yeah. Overall, though,
I think I figured it out.
There you go. You
Hell
figured
yeah.
out what button it was.
sorry, I'm gonna be coughing a little bit this episode. I'm a little under the weather.
That's all good.
But yeah, you stream mostly Call of Duty, right?
Yes. Yeah, mostly Call of Duty. Lately I've actually surprisingly been getting into Apex and Fortnite a little bit.
Apex is fun.
Yeah, Apex. I've been getting into Apex because Apex Mobile is actually super fun, and that's been teaching me the basics of the PC version. So I'm starting to learn about that, and then Fortnite. There's just so many people that play it now that there's a
That's
new
true.
world. And yeah, I've been meeting just tons of new people just playing Fortnite. A whole different audience, but it's fun. It's different
Cool.
growth people. Yeah.
Me personally, I was about to say I haven't played Fortnite in a very long time, but I do
Same.
know that the community that they have are very committed to what they do.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. It's the thing is, I haven't played it in a while, but it was still a fun game when I played it.
Exactly. I was about to say, even though I will say I stopped playing it because I wanted to stop putting holes in my walls.
What?
Oh, you know about that? We played together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I had some bit of an anger problem back then, and fueled with
Caffeine.
Fortnite Battle Royale that just came out. It didn't sit well to me. So
That's fair.
2
Also,
controllers, two
Random-
PS4 controllers.
yeah. Also,
Gone.
random question for you, Obi.
Yep.
Who do you main in Apex?
Who'd I play as, or?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, God, what's that guy's name? Bloodhound.
Like,
Hey,
okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
I also main Bloodhound. It's fun.
Right? It's his or skill. You
The
can see
tracking
the-
ability.
Tracking. Yeah.
I love that. That's just,
I was about to say I haven't played it. I also haven't played. I haven't played Apex in a couple months, but I actually just reinstalled it because a friend of mine just told me to. So
I'll
and,
figure it out.
you
Hey,
know,
we
he's
got a
been-
trio right here.
He's been playing. Yeah, he's been playing it. So I've been like, you know what? All right, whatever. I'll have it installed.
Dude, it's such a fun game. I love that. I love that fast-paced combat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say it's very fun.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, I've gotten some very stupid clips from it. Which, funny enough, actually, this one actually came from the Eclipse software. So I guess we could transition into that.
Oh, I did see that actually.
Yeah, I've been editing a lot of them, but like this specific one came from the Eclipse software, and it was glorious.
Mm.
I managed to get a win through a melee.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And it was by pure accident, right? So like we're down to like one of the final circles. There's maybe, I want to say, no more than 100 feet of space in all directions. Person shooting at me and my other teammate like from behind a shelf. So
Mm.
teammate gets shot up. They have to back off a bit. I go up. I shoot at them. I run out of ammo. Now
Oh
that's what you
no.
don't want to do at the end of a match.
And
But yeah, I run out of ammo and they're like right up in front of me and they have reloaded. So I'm like, oh God. So just in a moment of pure panic, I put my guns away, swung at them, and miraculously they had like under 30 health. So I managed to kill them and I got the win. But it was pure luck that that even worked.
And you got
Yeah.
that captured and everything, huh?
I did, yeah, it
Oh,
was
yeah.
great.
Nice.
Nah. I will say though, for those who don't know Eclipse though, we can rotate on into that. But yeah, essentially Eclipse is an AI clipping software. I don't have the most knowledge about it, so I'm gonna let Obi do a lot of the talking here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because he's the one who knows the most about it out of the three of us.
Yeah, so I actually work for Eclipse. We were just talking about how I started streaming back in 2020. Um, so throughout my streaming career, it's always been about growth. You guys know as streamers, you want to work with brands, you want to keep growing.
Yeah.
So Eclipse, those programs I actually had found myself back in the early when it first started in the U.S. market, and we ended up interviewing a couple dozen people. We always listening to users and talking, and I actually ended up being a part of the team, thankfully. So it's amazing how I went from a streamer to being a part of the Eclipse team um, back when we first started. So it was an amazing opportunity to have. Um, but yeah, since we started, we come out with the AI generated highlights, which is a big part of our software. So you can play any game. We support games specifically with AI models, but we also support games that aren't technically supported by other AI softwares and can make clips from them. We also have convert to TikTok features. Once you get your AI clips, you're able to convert them into that vertical format for TikTok, Shorts, Reels, any of those sites, and then you can easily share them from the website. And then the third new thing, actually, which I can tell you guys about, we just released a new feature called the Premium Edits.
Yes.
So um, until now, as streamers, we'd have to go to Fiverr to find a video artist or graphic editor, stuff like that, or find a website or a friend of a friend that knows how to do video edits and do edits for us. There's a pain in the butt. Then you have to trust somebody. You don't know what you're gonna get. So we're really working hard on this new premium features button where basically if you have any of your clips that you like, we'll be adding more functionality later, like uploading your own and stuff like that, but basically you can choose any of your clips that the AI created and we'll make an edit for you with memes, with fast transitions, with cuts, with zooms, with closed captions, all that goodies for you just for less than $10.
There you go.
Oh yeah. No, it's really cool. I've noticed it recently. And I mean, I will say, for those who want like an example of like any of the clips that he talked about where you can do them yourself, if you've seen my TikTok recently, all the ones with like the new like circle profile photo that I've been doing, oh god, my hand's broken.
Oh.
Um, all of those ones are actually ones that I did in the website on Eclipse and just sent them right over to TikTok.
Yeah, I was about to say I actually recently opened the editor and was using it for the last stream that I did for Battlefield 2042, and it actually got some good sniper clips that I have recorded.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Another fun thing about it is actually you can I know this was mentioned about importing your own clips, but you can actually do that with Twitch clips already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been screwing around with that. I did some older clips in it. Redid some of the edits I used to have on some older ones. Because I used to have to go through Premiere for all these. And edit them myself. And now it's just kind of like, all right, I actually don't need to do the vertical stuff. I don't need to cut up anything.
Right, it's
It
just
Yeah,
all
just
there laid out for you.
there.
it saves hours out of my day usually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's like
that's
one of the upsides.
one. So what you're mentioning is we have the AI highlights that we do, and then if you're a Twitch streamer, we can pull all of your manually created clips. So if you're a Stream Deck user, if you make your own created clips, God, I can't even talk.
It's all good.
Or if any of your users like clip for you, you can actually access them in the Eclipse dashboard, which is so cool. Um, Soon we're hoping to add Stream Deck integration. So once you do use our clip button, it'll pull into the same dashboard as the AI clips. That would
Right.
be the ideal solution. So we have a
That'd
lot
be
of cool things
awesome.
in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say I don't have a Stream Deck anymore. I have a different brand thing, but the Stream Deck thing would be awesome.
Gotcha. Well, if you can create manual clips, I mean, still you might not have that same integration with the sessions, but at least you got your Twitch clips.
That
You
is
can
true.
manually.
It's pretty similar to a Stream Deck. I met the company at TwitchCon as well. It was actually quite funny. That's how I found out about Eclipse was through TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you mentioning that.
Yeah. Nah, it was
Yeah, it's a good experience. Oh my goodness.
it was fun. I hung out at the Eclipse booth for a little while, chatting with everyone.
Yes, sir. Well, you got to meet the CEO. That I hope he was there at the same time.
I
Um,
believe I did.
yeah, he was walking around quite a bit, but Kilo and I were manning the booth. Kilo's another streamer, a friend of mine. The
Yeah,
three
I am pretty
guys.
sure I ran into you.
Yeah, yeah. We had so there's 30,000 plus people that came to TwitchCon this year,
Oh
and
yeah.
we
Yeah,
just had one after another. It was so much fun. Are
it
you guys
was.
gonna go this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I probably won't, but only
Oh,
because of the financial moves I gotta make within the next year.
yeah,
But
that's fair.
next year I'm gonna be looking at not just going to TwitchCon, but other conventions on the East
Yeah.
Coast because
Oh yeah,
there's a
PAX
lot
East
more
is
conventions than I thought. Uh,
Oh
yeah,
goodness. Everything's got a convention nowadays.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I
straight
actually
up.
I
Yeah,
went to a convention last year that I was the first convention I've ever been to. It was Holiday Matsuri. It's in
okay.
it's in December, obviously, but
Yeah,
it's in Orlando.
yeah. I was gonna say I've heard of that one.
Is that
Yeah.
a gaming convention or?
So it's essentially, yeah.
Okay.
There's a bunch of there's a giant floor for artists, a giant floor for commissions, stuff like that. And these floors were like huge,
Yeah.
to the point that it took us an hour to get through the first room,
Damn.
just walking through, and that was just to look to see what was there. That
Yeah,
wasn't
not
even to
even
buy
lines or
anything.
anything.
We stopped like
Yeah.
twice. And then we came back and bought all the stuff. I got a poster from Spirited Away. I got a keychain. I got
Hell
all
yeah.
kinds of stuff there.
Huh.
I will
But,
say,
yeah, it was a real.
conventions are some of the best things. Like
Oh yeah.
just being able to meet so many like-minded people and everything.
That's the thing is like-minded people all in the same place and just vibing out, networking, and people that only knew each other by screen names now can put a face and a body, like a real identity. And it's almost seamless nowadays. Like I feel like I'm older than a lot of people, so I don't grow up in like the same like technology world. Like I'm getting used to it. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
But
But I
The
mean that's
thing
the
is,
cool thing is you
the
still
thing,
connect with them.
I
yeah,
was about to say.
yeah,
I was about to say, even though you are a bit older, you still are able to connect with us and understand what's our
yeah,
connections that we try to make.
right.
Yeah, it's like
I'm still learning.
it's something
Oh
amazing
yeah.
about like just the world of technology. Plus, I mean, just like outside of it too, there's like always some funny things. Because I mean, this actually happened to me with TwitchCon 2018 and 2019. There was this streamer that I met in 2018. I was sorry. I was live at the TwitchCon 2018 convention, just kind of going around, and I ran into this dude, and we talked for a bit. He gave me like this wristband, which was like really cool. It was some of his own merch. I found it awesome, and we didn't have like much interaction outside of that, except like we talked, followed each other on Twitter for a while, and like just we didn't talk a whole lot outside of it. 1 year later, TwitchCon 2019, I'm in San Diego. We're hanging out, and this is like the first TwitchCon that I like actually did like a whole like vlog for. And as I'm sitting there, like I'm sitting on this bench next to this dude, it's the same guy.
Remember that.
It's
Oh.
the same guy. It's so funny. He has a segment in my 2019 vlog.
Yeah, I remember that.
But it was the funniest things. I'm just sitting there, right? There's this guy sitting to my left. We neither of us have recognized each other, and I turn around, we start talking a little bit, and then all of a sudden, like we're each a little familiar, and then all of a sudden I see his badge and I recognize the name, and I'm like, hold on a minute, last year.
Yep.
And it was
so
just
fun.
it was the craziest thing because it's like out of nowhere. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
What are the odds of that? 30,000 people, 20,000 people.
Yeah, I mean, well, 2019 was San Diego, so it was 30,000.
Right.
So I mean, like, just the odds of running into that same guy in a convention of 30,000 people all in the same building is insane.
Hey, it's a small world.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you put a bunch of people like that in a big convention, I feel like that is bound to happen, right?
It is. But like that's one thing I love about like, just
Yeah.
having all that, and it's also like I don't know. Something awesome about like going to the conventions is like meeting all like the charities, companies, and all that. 'Cause it's just like there's some amazing people behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all like-minded. They're all wanting to be there for the streamers and help to foster that streaming community. I think Twitch
Yeah.
does a good job with the TwitchCon and getting everyone hyped up about it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I
I
hope.
will say. It's just
Yeah.
it's all around a great time.
And the San Diego Center looks beautiful out there.
Oh,
It is.
God.
It's right on the coastline. So if you go out the back of it, you can just see like just over the bay there. You can just see the whole sunset and everything after the con.
Oh yeah.
cool.
It's so funny. I can't wait for the city I'm living in, Tampa, is doing renovations downtown. I cannot wait until they're done, because once they're done, Tampa is going to be another convention hosting.
Oh, you
city.
think so now?
That's what they're trying to do. Jeff Vinnick is the owner of the Tampa Bay Lightning, the hockey team here,
Gotcha.
and he owns the entire. Not only does he own part of the Amalie Arena, the arena that they play downtown, he owns the entire street right there.
Oh, hell yeah.
He actually built 4 different skyscrapers to make Tampa's skyline bigger, to attract more businesses.
Yeah.
He's rebuilding all this side of Tampa they're really trying to build up the city to be a rival to those like Miami or Orlando and stuff like that, because Tampa is a lot easier to get to than both of those cities. I will say Orlando's in the middle of the state, right, and maybe a little closer, northwise. However, there's no beaches in Orlando. Tampa, you want to go to a beach? Oh, it's 30 minutes that way.
No, that is
You don't
awesome though.
You don't like that beach? Oh, there's a better beach about an hour away. Like,
Yeah. No, I
Right.
can see it. Yeah.
No, that's a vibe. Especially because it's like I don't know. There's something always cool about like the way like cities like are built up along the coastlines too.
oh yeah.
I mean, there's so
And
much
the
you
bay.
can do.
The bay, Tampa is mostly built on this. I can't remember the name of the river, but there's a river that goes right through the city, and we have this thing called the River Walk, right? And that's where most
hell
of
yeah.
the main attractions are and stuff like that. We have an ice rink down there.
I mean,
Don't
river
ask
walks
how
are
that
beautiful.
works in the summer, but
It just does. It just
Yeah.
works.
yeah, I was about to say you would not believe how much of a hockey town this place is.
No, that's fair. I
Being
mean,
in Florida, it's ridiculous.
that's fair. No, it's always something. Like, I will say, ice rinks are pretty fun. I used to do some hockey in the one that's in my city.
Mhm.
Which oh no, that one is up year round. Never mind.
No,
I
you
don't
could-
go downtown often. You can
Oh,
tell.
yeah.
Downtown
I
in
was
San
about to say.
Francisco is a nightmare. So is our convention center, actually, which is really funny.
Yeah.
Y'all want to hear
so
about
it's
horrible
alright.
design?
Let's hear about it.
We
Let's
have
hear
one
about it.
convention center, right?
Oh no.
It's
already
it's
an
4
issue.
different buildings.
Oof.
So for
Interesting.
context, roads run right through the convention center. Like, they cut off the entire
Ooh.
building.
Ooh.
Just in that properly.
Yeah, it's so bad. And then the only way to cross from the buildings is to leave each building, cross the street, and go into the next one, or
No.
go
No, they didn't.
underground.
I
Through
was
the,
about
the
to
un-
say.
No, they have that, but not every convention utilizes the underground
I was about to
areas.
say, but because there's too small of an area, they didn't think to build. I've seen like these
Well, that's the thing.
designs
It's
of
not
building
too
where they
small,
have.
but like there's no natural light there, so it drives people insane.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
fair enough.
The underground
Fair
stuff
enough.
is just kind
Yeah.
of like and then you've got like 3 or 4 floors in each building, which so they're just like, oh, we'll take like 2 or 3 buildings, done.
Right. Fair.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say Tampa's okayly organized with their convention centers and stuff. Stuff is kind of all over the place though, like state fairgrounds wise.
If it's not separated into like different buildings, you're already much better
Yeah,
off.
I will say it's not that. Orlando's is fused with a hotel, and sometimes that
Yeah.
doesn't always work too well.
Yeah, I will say the same thing happened to San Jose. TwitchCon
Yeah.
2018 was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Before San Diego, it wasn't that good.
It was still good. Like the convention was fun, but the problem was with the ones before that is they jumped around. So TwitchCon 2015 was the first one was in my city in San Francisco's convention center. That one I went to. Thankfully with TwitchCon they only did one building, so it wasn't like any of this street hopping bullshit.
Right.
But it was pretty fun for like the very first thing of what it was.
Right.
And then 2016, I can't remember for the life of me. I want to say it was like San Jose or LA or something like that. 2018 was then San Jose. Or no, yeah, 2016 was San Jose. 2017 was LA. 2018 again was San Jose. And that one was just problematic because I didn't go to 16 or 17, but I went to 2018 because it was just a short train ride away. Like it's an hour and a half down the area from me, so I just got on a train, went to the convention. But it was a nightmare because the fact that it was fused with the hotel, everyone was like kind of staying right there, and they also didn't manage the lines right at all. So the way they did it was like, you had your regular get-in lines, then you had like the print badge lines which were outside. And that line spanned away from the entrance of the convention center, down the block, and around all the way past the hotel. So I'm talking like in total a mile of a line.
Yeah.
They did the same thing this year too with the Lions. Well, the first day. I don't
Oh
know
no, yeah,
why
that I know. Like, but
they did
like
that.
that thing was like all 3 days was the problem.
Oh, they didn't even fix it, get it better, huh?
Well, they couldn't because like the thing with San Diego is like they have the space to do a big line there. They don't in San Jose.
Yeah,
So
everyone just clustered up and
yeah, like the San Diego or San Jose Convention Center was kind of just like, okay, what the fuck do we do? All right, and then they just kind of loop the line around the block. But like with San Diego's, it's like they have the space to line it across the entire convention center.
Yeah. I will say, if they ever decide to do a TwitchCon on like the East Coast, because I know eventually
I feel like they will eventually.
They probably eventually will do one. I think they're just more focused on the West Coast because that's just closer to their headquarters. It's a lot easier to
like they're
organize.
headquartered in San Francisco, so
Right, exactly. But if they ever come to the East Coast, please don't go to Atlanta. All right, don't.
No. I've heard about the 8-lane highways. I've seen enough of those in LA. I'm good.
Listen, you think traffic in California is bad until you sit in 8 lanes of absolute hell.
I said I didn't think it was bad. I think Atlanta is basically LA but worse.
Oh god, and where the convention center is and how much traffic and commotion that would cause. Oh dear. It would be so unorganized.
a logistics nightmare.
27 car crashes block off the convention center.
Yes.
Yeah.
You make that a joke? You make that a joke?
No, it's not a joke. It would happen.
Make that happen.
It's not a joke. It would happen.
Because the thing is about Atlanta is half the drivers aren't from Atlanta. their drivers driving through Atlanta to get through
Oh,
other places because the 75 and 85 merge at that point. They're two
okay.
major highways that merge within the city.
Yeah.
Why they decided that was a good idea ever
Yeah,
is beyond me, but
It's because
they
Atlanta's like the main major city, I guess.
yes, it is.
yeah.
Did it do
Yeah.
tolls and all that in Atlanta? Like toll?
They used to. They
Okay.
used to be really strict about that, but now
I feel like they just want people
less.
in and out as fast as possible now.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say I
It's
haven't
like,
been
hey,
there in
welcome to Atlanta. Get
in
the
a
fuck
couple
out.
years. Yeah, I haven't been there in a couple years, so they may have changed it since then. But the last time I went, um, they had this, they have like the Peach Pass thing. You can
Yeah.
get in
Oh,
the
yeah.
HOV lane.
You just go faster. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, but
Major
nothing
highways
too
try to
crazy.
make money, and I see. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I will say it is helpful. The one place I will say it's helpful is in Tampa, because we have this thing called the Selman. It's a literal highway. There's 3 lanes of it. One of them is on top of a bridge, and it takes you directly from the outskirts of Tampa cities, so kind of like where I am,
Yeah.
to directly into the city, and it goes right through Tampa
Great.
Bay all the way down. And they're continuing the building. This highway is actually going to wrap all the way to Clearwater and wrap down to St. Petersburg. So you will have a straight shot no matter where you go, and it relieves so much traffic. I wish other cities would do that. Like, it took a while for it to get up, obviously,
Oh,
but
it's
once
money.
it was done, it was so much easier.
Yeah.
Hopefully they keep
Definitely
it.
there's always something for that.
Yeah.
For sure, but yeah, I was about to say your the Eclipse app. Before in the episode, I actually hadn't tried it yet, but I actually tried it recently, and
Oh,
I tried it with a game that I wanted to really kind of challenge the app, right?
yeah.
I wanted to pick like it was a mainstream game, but it wasn't part of
Directly
the
supported.
brand niche, right? Battlefield 2042, right? It
Yeah.
isn't it's a AAA game, of course, but everyone knows what 2042
Yeah.
is, okay? All
Yeah.
right. And hey, I'm gonna admit it did a very good job. I was very happy with what it clipped. It clipped about 7 different things in a 2.5-hour session.
Good.
And it got straight pinpoints of where even I would have hit, like the bookmark button on another recorder or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. So like Battlefield, I know some people lately have been requesting that as a game to be supported. Um, as a company though, we have to analyze the data. Like there could be a few people that are very vocal, like this is all I play. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
they
seen some of those.
right, yeah, and they're Eclipse users, just like everybody else, and we listen to them.
Right.
But if the data shows that it's only them 3, but then tens of thousands don't play it, do we want to put the resources into helping these 3 or the tens of thousands?
Tens
So
of thousands. Yeah, I
yeah,
understand that for
You got to
sure.
like
follow
we
pretty
want
much where the games go.
right,
Yeah.
right, and that's what's good about our company too, though, is that we are so data driven that let's say people aren't talking about a game and yet we see most of our users using it, then we will make the model or at least find out why people are playing it and then see if we should develop a model.
Yeah.
So
Right. Yeah.
we analyze all these metrics every week. How many people are playing what? Do we have to figure something out? Are there issues? My position with the company, just so everybody knows, I'm like the product lead. So any kind of issues related to the software or the AI or improvements, that I represent the user's voice. I bring that to the team, to the company. So if you guys
Gotcha.
ever have issues, you can always talk to me. Be like, hey, this feature's not working good. I'd love to see this added. That's something like I can look into, do a proposal, and then pitch that to the team, kind of thing.
That's
Very
fair.
good.
And I mean, yeah, no, like I will say it functions amazing like as like an AI clipper. Like
Mhm.
I think there's actually only one like issue I've hit that I haven't been able to fix so far.
Gotcha.
And that's just an Apex thing.
Yeah, the Apex AI we are actually in the process of tweaking. We're gonna be constantly tweaking. So the big four games, I would have to say that a lot of, I mean, this is the same with any streaming service. It's like Call of Duty, obviously,
Of course.
Apex, Fortnite, and then the fourth one is like it switches around. Overwatch is up there, Escape from Tarkov, Valorant,
Yeah.
um, Go. So we try to support and watch those games. Those top three definitely we're gonna keep tweaking as people say, hey, it's not working as good. Well, maybe there was just an update that Apex had, and now we have to better tweak our model, for example.
Right.
Oh yeah. I mean, Apex AI functions great. The only like thing I've run into is just like the last like 2 times I've been on it, like skipped over the win clips. But I
Yeah.
mean, it's not an issue. I just like clipped it on Twitch, imported it myself.
And I was about to say I used to be a game development student, so I got into programming just a little bit, so, and got into a little bit of AI programming. Oh
Yeah.
God! So I can understand how like
It's
even
painful.
the slightest update,
Yeah, it's
can
painful.
just throw everything out the window.
Yeah. No, and if you don't have like the processes already set up in the workflow, it like you could design something completely irrelevant to
Oh
as a
yeah.
The next
programmer. So,
update, yeah.
or
Yep.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
it, so like everything we come out with, we definitely we talk about, we test it, we a lot of times we have users actually take a look and give us feedback, um and or like games we will tweak the AI, and we'll get constant feedback before we release the model to the public, for example. So
That
a
is
lot of cool
true.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
the
about to
Eclipse
say,
team has reached out to me more than a few times.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, and I like that you do that. I haven't heard a lot of, especially like where companies like in your field
Yeah.
asked to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not a lot of companies go out of their way for that too.
Go out of their way. Yeah, no, no.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Like
one of the awesome things about Eclipse.
mm-hmm.
And hopefully you would actually have a lot of the times the CEO will actually show up and just be there and want to listen, hear your feedback. And honestly, it doesn't matter if you're a big or a small streamer. We're all streamers. We're all doing the same thing with the same goals. So
Exactly.
everyone's feedback is just as valuable.
Yeah,
Um,
because it's like the important thing is like whether it's like a big streamer or a small streamer saying it, it's like at the same time, whatever it is, it affects both of them.
exactly.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there's
Sure.
different things that affect the different sizes too. It's like if you're just starting out, a lot of it, it's like, how do I convert a video and get it on TikTok?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
try to solve that issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas some of the bigger streamers, it might be that I don't get all my moments captured, so the AI is what they use.
Right.
But now what we're hoping is with the premium edits that anybody can use it, not even just streamers, not even just people that use our AI clips, not even people that just use our convert TikTok, but people that have already good gaming clips. They just play their Xbox, right? And then they got an awesome win that they want to share to the world. They can just go to Eclipse, upload it. Hey, can you get your team to edit this for us? Boom, 24, 48 hours. You got a viral clip that you can share to the world.
Exactly.
That's the hope. We'll
Yeah.
have multiple pillars, and then maybe that'll bring that person that wanted the edit to use our AI software. Maybe
Yeah.
they'll get into streaming more and then start converting more TikToks. So
Yeah. And I mean, I will say is like I haven't been able to use the premium edit myself. But what is going on with my arm again? Okay. But I haven't been able to use it myself. However, I will say I've seen I'm in the Eclipse Discord. I've seen a lot of people say it's like amazing and they loved it. So, like,
Oh, yeah.
that should speak for itself right there.
and it'll keep getting better as we add the ability to upload your own stuff and offer more like user control, because right now you can like select boxes if you want memes, if you want animations, stuff like that. We want to
Yeah.
add a little more user control into what your output video will look like.
Mhm.
But right now, yeah, they've been really fun. We getting a lot of positive feedback on the videos so far.
Oh yeah, no, it's been nice. I also
You
will
know,
say,
speaking.
if you guys want
Yeah.
to check out the Eclipse Discord, it'll be in the description of the YouTube video.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. And speaking of new games, I got a question for both of you. What new game are you excited for this year? Because there's a lot. I feel like there's a lot of stuff coming out in 2023.
Yeah, there are.
Um, so what do you think? What is one of the things that a couple of things that you're excited for? It doesn't matter who goes first. Lucy, go ahead.
I'm gonna let Obi go first, actually, because I gotta think about this.
Okay.
Oh, I'm trying. What was Starfield? I think it was. Right?
Starfield. Oh my gosh, yes.
I think that is going to be a game changer. I think we learned in the past couple of years that RPGs are still going strong. People
Oh
still
yeah.
love.
Have you heard of Starfield?
I have, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I don't
about
know
to
a whole
say
lot, but I
if you don't know, Starfield is a space-based RPG
Yep.
made by Bethesda, the
Mhm.
same people who made Fallout.
Hell yeah.
And let's just say the claims that they make for these games are pretty big. They're pretty big. So
No Man's Sky big claims. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And that's another game. Oh, actually, there's an update coming out next. There's so many things happening in February for games I'm interested in. Kerbal Space Program 2 is coming out on the 24th. No Man's Sky is releasing their new VR update. So because
Oh.
their VR system has been dated to the PlayStation VR system. That is what it was ported to. But
Okay.
now, because of the PlayStation VR 2 that's coming out and the new specs that it has, it is now being updated to an acceptable level. Essentially, it will now actually be a smooth, concise experience.
Okay.
Hell
And
yeah.
that'll help us on PC and Quest, or I mean, I guess PC.
Yeah, I was about to say it would work for anyone that would work that plays on PC.
Yeah. Okay.
And
That's
anyone and it would work on any headset, by the way. It wouldn't just work
Oh,
with
yeah.
like obviously it works on PlayStation, with the PlayStation VR, but of course it would work.
yeah. Through the PC.
Quest 2, Valve, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
As long as it runs in Steam VR, you're good. You're good.
So that would be fun, and that's why I think like games like Starfield, if they could have a No Man's Sky type of, open world feel, and then
Oh, yeah.
have it in a VR headset,
They would
like
blow
that,
up.
Oh yeah,
that'd
it
be
would
amazing.
be nuts.
Like, that's where we're going, I think, in the future. But
Yeah.
It'd be
I
so
love,
cool.
yeah,
Funny story. Funny story I learned about No Man's Sky. Did you know that it works on the same generation system as Minecraft? So, theoretically,
insanely
for
funny.
every Minecraft seed, there is a No Man's Sky world to go with it
That is insanely funny, and I love that.
because they're run off the same generation.
interesting. I didn't know that, but yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense that old school.
Oh yeah.
And it's a single developer, right? That the No Man's Sky was.
It.
Like, did
I
start?
think it was. I think it started as a single developer, and then the
Yeah.
team,
Then
and
they
then the
became.
team came in. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, No Man's
Ooh.
Sky is incredibly fun. Although
Yeah.
I will say, I don't know
What
if
were
this
you
game
playing?
is releasing in 2023 per se, but one I'm excited for is a game called Hyenas. Um,
Yeah.
Not familiar.
I don't know how many people know about this, as it's just in like closed beta sessions at the moment.
Mhm.
But I met them at TwitchCon.
Okay.
And like I people have probably seen like in my streams and in a couple videos like seen me wearing their hat around. It's just like a hat with a white logo on it, just like face of a hyena.
Mhm.
But it's basically it's similar to Apex in a sense actually, kind of like a mix of like Apex and Valorant.
Okay.
But essentially it's this spaceship oriented game. So you work in teams of threes. I think there's like 4 or 5 teams in a single lobby. And you just battle your way against AI and also these other teams as you like go through a spaceship and stuff.
Giant spaceship. Okay.
I can't mention a lot about the beta, I know. But you kind of like battle your way and like claim like loot and so
Ooh.
forth. And it's
I
basically
was about to-
just yeah.
Nice.
It's
I
really
was about to
cool.
say, you just reminded me of a game that I'm playing an open beta for. It's an open alpha currently. This one I can't. I think I could on.
I can only mention what's been seen in the trailer. I can't mention anything else, but like
Yes.
if you guys enjoy it, go look at like the Hyenas trailer and stuff. And I mean, sign up for the beta if you want. I'm in it. They're opening another weekend, I think, some point this year, and I'm so hyped for it. I got to play one weekend back in December, and I loved it.
Heck yeah. The game I'm playing in the open alpha for is actually called Breachers. I think I was telling you about.
Oh,
this
yeah.
game. Yeah. So have you've heard of Rainbow Six Siege, obviously, right?
Yeah.
This is essentially what this game is it's essentially take Rainbow Six Siege in VR, but give yourself kind of a CS:GO sort of buy menu and buy your abilities that way. It is actually so much fun to play. And I think what they have going for it with like the movement system and stuff like that, it's gonna be so good.
Hell yeah!
I'm
Very excited
for it.
I will say the Hyenas movement system is also a vibe. I can't say much about it, without getting in trouble, but oh boy.
Oh yeah. But yeah, there's a bunch of stuff to be excited about this year. Legend of Zelda's coming out this year.
What was that game that you were saying? Yeah.
His was Hyenas, and then mine was Breachers.
Breachers. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
For Breachers, by the way, if you join the Discord, you can join. Anyone can join the open alpha. It's open to the public as long as you're in the Discord. There's an installation thing in there.
Send me an invite to the Discord.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Bet.
Graphics look really good.
Yeah,
wow.
right? You looking at Breachers and Hyenas?
Breachers, yeah. Oh my gosh, Hyenas. That looks good too.
Oh yeah, like I could say I haven't played Breachers yet, but I've played Hyenas, and oh boy, I love the feel of it.
Yeah.
It's got like that nostalgic Apex feel to me, which I love.
Yeah, it does.
Good.
Like the character looks like the Apex.
Yeah.
Luna or whatever.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check these out. These look nice. The VR scene, it's just gonna keep growing. I think, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be glorious. Like
one
thing I want is like I want to see some more like open world VR stuff.
Oh man, it's
like,
but the thing is, it's so hard. It's
insanely difficult.
VR
like,
games.
And I respect the people who do it, but like, it's so cool.
Oh yeah, and there's this new technology. There's this new engine actually. You've heard of Unreal. Obviously, you guys have heard of Unreal Engine 5,
yes.
Right? Well, someone has finally figured out how to put VR into Unreal Engine 5.
Oh, okay.
And oh my god,
damn.
it was ridiculous looking. Like, I mean, the level of detail was unlike anything I've ever seen in VR.
Dude, it's a vibe.
I think the only thing that I think that could match that even close is Half-Life Alyx or Linux.
Yeah,
I forget how to say it.
I think it's Alex.
Yeah, and Bone Labs. Bone Labs is another one.
Oh yeah, Bone Labs. Yeah. So it actually uses a computer game engine, like a legit actual.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Particle effect.
That's why I'm very excited to see. Valve has been very hush hush about it, but secretly they are developing a new headset right now.
Are they? Okay.
It is confirmed that they are working on something.
They just haven't talked about it a lot.
They just haven't said anything about it.
Plot twist, they're making SAO.
Oh god. I think recently they've been more on their focus of getting their Steam Deck out.
Yeah.
True. Which, by the way, I won't lie to you. It's pretty nice. Oh, I've actually seen one in person. It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
I love the Switch, and I probably will end up buying one eventually. But the Steam Deck makes me have to think about it. I won't lie to you. It's essentially take a Switch, except make it a Linux computer. It's literally what it is.
Like, is it
that's valid.
Like specs though? Like that's what I only want.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's got good specs.
Yeah.
It ran like I saw the Linus video on it, right? And
Mm.
even in the development one that they had, that he was using at the shop, was running Doom at like medium to high graphics at
Damn.
1080p, at like 90 to 100, 60 to 90,
not
anywhere
bad.
between there. It's
Damn, that's not bad at all.
On a little screen, you don't really need it in the highest resolution.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hmm.
And of course, the convenience of having your Steam library anywhere you go. Oh my gosh.
True, and you can play like any game in your Steam
Any
library,
game,
the cloud, right?
anyone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And they've been, and of course, it's a Linux open source system, so there's a lot of stuff you can do with it that you can,
Oh.
tweak around here. Like, there's an emulator for Switch games
Oh.
on the Steam Deck.
Damn.
Yeah.
Nope. And then
Yeah,
you
it's already there.
God.
Exactly. So you could replace your Switch and then also have your Steam games on there. Now,
That's good.
obviously, this wouldn't replace the online feature and stuff like that, of course.
Of
But,
course. It might not be
um,
the legal method.
of
but-
course, right.
Yeah.
Pull your, ladies and gentlemen, pull your own ROMs, okay? That's what we will tell you, okay?
Capabilities are there.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
Lucy?
awesome though.
I was about to say, did you have anything else? you
Um,
think of?
Not a whole lot to be honest. Just want to mention like, about Eclipse and Obi again real quick is like, if you want to check out Eclipse, all the links are in the description. There's a new one that leads directly to the Eclipse site and to their Discord. There'll also be links for Obi's Discord and you have a Discord, right, Obi?
Yep. We
Yes,
got
you do. Yeah, there'll also be
Highlight.
links for Obi's Discord and his Twitch and everything. I have hung out in his streams a couple times. I will say, go check him out. He's a really great guy.
Thank you. We
I'll
always
never
about
do
good
that.
vibes.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's basically all I got. Unless we want to like talk about some more stuff. Like,
I
don't
was
know.
about to say, I think that wraps about it.
all right.
Yeah. Try Eclipse. If you have any other issues or if you want to talk to the support team, we're always listening. And if you have
Hop
any
in the
ideas,
Discord. They're like,
Yeah.
I will tell you guys, like they're active almost 24/7.
absolutely. Yep. So we want to be able to be the best software out there that streamers all know about and want to use and can help them grow. That's it. Want to help them.
Hell yeah.
Exactly. Hey, you got anything
Alright,
else,
well,
Oof?
No, I was about to say, I think that's it for me. Just make sure you go support Obi, support this bozo right here.
I haven't streamed at all this year.
I haven't either. So.
Okay, go on.
Nah, that's the whole thing. I'll be live again on like January 24th. Because I'm getting my cast off on the 20th.
Yeah.
For X-rays, and I might be getting another one.
I'm probably going to be streaming the day of this recording, but you all know what day that is, so don't worry about that.
That's valid. I'm unable to stream until I get this cast fully off.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stream Kerbal Space Program, so
Dude, I envy that. I can't play games.
It's not too
The
much
bone I
moving
fractured
around.
is like the
Yeah,
worst
I
bone
know.
possible.
You just can't rotate, yeah, and no.
Well, I
you just
can't rotate, but also like the worst thing,
Hmm.
I can't even move my wrist.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, so you
at
can't
all.
even do this. No.
Nope.
No.
Can't do anything with the controllers, anything.
No,
No.
it sucks. Like it's funny because the way they have my hand wrapped up, like, this is gonna hurt. Like the way they have my hand wrapped up, right? I have control over my fingers. My thumb is also in the cast to provide stability.
Oh yeah.
I have
Of
4
course.
fingers. That's it.
Yeah.
Some bullshit.
I was about to say I cannot play any FPS right now. FPSs are completely out of the question.
Dude, I
cannot
can't
turn
play. I
them
can't
on
play
possible.
anything. I have one opposable thumb, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm losing it. But nah.
I'm gonna get my games.
Exactly. But nah. Like, as always, we hope you guys all enjoyed. As we've mentioned, go check out Obi, go check out Eclipse. Like, I will say, they have like both a free and a premium version. So like, both of them work great. They work exactly the same. The only like difference is I think you have a 10-hour time limit on streams as opposed to 5 hours. It's 1080 as opposed to 720, and I can't remember the rest.
priority processing. It's a lot of the server-based stuff that we have to pay for. So, yeah, you
Yes.
can
But
like
they don't
you
deny you any services for not having it.
no, you can totally use this for free completely, and even if you're converting your Twitch clips, it's not gonna like down convert or anything. It's
No.
just it's when it's using more server space, processing your VOD faster in queue, stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
and it helps support the team as we grow and add more features for you guys.
Yeah. That's the one thing I will say though. If you guys enjoy it, definitely sign up for the premium. I have it. Um I'll admit I don't pay for it right now. I got a giveaway. Um but
And we do a lot
yes.
of giveaways too, by the way.
They do.
That's
They do.
and
They did one for premium, which was
yep.
awesome. I ended up getting a 6-month bid on it, which is a vibe. Sucks though, because I can't use it right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they also did a giveaway in December for like what was it? It was a clip contest. What was the
Yeah.
parameters?
God, we had an amazing clips contest. So we want to mention that. We had oh gosh, nearly 200 people. Oh, did Oof get
I
disconnected?
think I'm dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
VR.
Yeah, I just saw him. I
Yeah,
just saw him
crashed,
vanish
but
in front of my
just
eyes. I was like, "Oh,
keep talking. It's all right. I'm here.
All right. No, we were just we had a clips contest. We gave it a Beacon Mix Create, an Elgato Facecam webcam, and then an Elgato Stream Deck.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
We had so many people use our service and post clips that well, you know how you do the hashtags on TikTok?
yes,
So we had
Oh, yeah.
people use the made by Eclipse hashtag, and there was over 280,000 views on our videos
Holy
hell
cow.
yeah,
2 weeks. Yeah.
There you go.
So
We
we
love to hear.
it was a great clips contest. I'm glad, we gave out free premium edits. We gave out free premium. We gave out those 3 items.
yeah. Congrats
And
to the winners, by the way.
yeah, gaming with Meatball, Bubba got Fish, and Jaywood top 3, and we're planning on doing some more stuff, in the future. That was successful, so what can we learn from that, and maybe do it again in the future, help the streamers in our community out. So that's actually one more thing. We're just unveiling a new community page on Eclipse. So by the
Ooh,
time this is out, it should be available to the public. But what
yes,
we're trying to do is foster the community aspect of Eclipse a bit more. So hopefully you'll be able to like share clips and people can see your clips and like them or see your channel and your Twitch and find
Right,
you
within
through
the
your
clips.
clips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
hell yeah. Also, I will say, this is going up in 3 days. Just a heads up for the new community page.
Yo, you're good. No,
Okay.
we've been actively working on the community page, and that's been something that's not like a secret. We've been talking about
Okay.
how can we do it, but all the features are not up yet. But the community page, it's gonna
It'll
be
be up
cool.
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. As again, like, just guys, go check it out. It's a great software, and it's one of like the very rare companies that like actually listens to you and like cares about like you have a good
Mhm.
experience using it.
Yeah, 100%. Any issues, definitely can bring it up. So thank you for
Yes.
having me and let me talk about Eclipse and
Of course,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, of course.
VR fun. I'm learning. It's a good time.
Oh
It is a
yeah, and
great time.
I was about to say, if you ever need a tour guide into VR, like VR chat or stuff like that, or like what games to get in VR, just let me know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he's
will.
got you. That man lived in
I
VR for a
got
month.
you. I
Um,
did.
yeah, when you first got that headset, I was like, I just
want
want
you
to
to know,
say,
Obi,
like, we'll
I want
sign
you
off
to
here in a
know,
second,
within
but
the
it was
first,
impossible to reach this fucking guy.
for the first 2 months of me having VR, I logged over within 3 months. I know it was over 1K.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
impossible to fucking
Like-
reach you. I
Yeah.
remember because I messaged this guy and he would
I
not
had
respond for 18 hours, and I'm like, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I just got out of VR." I'm like, "What the fuck, man?" It was
Oh, yeah.
impossible to reach him.
It
Lose
was
track
an
of
adventure
time
for
too.
sure.
You do,
Pretty good.
yes.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I will tell you, there's no, it has sometimes. Now it's a lot better with it, but you lose track of time. You don't
Yeah.
know when it is daytime or nighttime.
Exactly.
You just kind of, you're just vibing to a point that you're there. You don't care what time it is.
that is true. But yeah, as always, we hope you guys enjoyed. Go check out Eclipse and Obi in the description and everything. It'll also be all over our social medias, our Twitter, um, and so forth. And hopefully TikTok, I can actually get stuff set up for that and edited. But yes, as always, we hope you all enjoyed, and we'll be seeing you all for the January 30th episode. Yeah, anyone got any other last things?
That's it for
Yeah.
me.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right. Have a good one, guys. Peace out.
See ya.